What if the whispers of the forest were voices from another time? What if the spirals carved in stone held secrets of the soul? You walk in nature and feel a shiver. You hear a name like Brigid or Cernunnos, and something deep within stirs. Perhaps it's not just your imagination. Perhaps you are remembering something your soul never forgot. Welcome to the world of Celtic spirituality, a world where gods walk among trees. Symbols are living maps of consciousness, and every stream and stone is sacred. In this documentary, you'll discover the ancient gods and goddesses of the Celts, the meaning behind powerful symbols like the Triskelion and the oak, and how these mysteries still influence your life today, often without you knowing. This is not just history. It is a portal. Take a breath. Open your inner senses and follow the echoes of the Druids. The journey begins now. To understand Celtic spirituality, we must first understand the Celts themselves. The Celts were not a single tribe, but a vast network of tribes and cultures that spread across Europe, from Ireland to Anatolia. Though diverse in language and custom, they shared a deep reverence for nature, a cyclical view of time, and a mythology woven into every aspect of life. They did not write their sacred knowledge. Instead, they passed it down through stories, songs, and symbols. Their spiritual leaders, the Druids, were more than priests. They were philosophers, healers, judges, and astronomers. They believed in the soul's journey through many lives, in the sacredness of trees, and in the invisible forces that dance between worlds. And their gods, they were not distant beings. They lived among the people, in rivers, mountains, animals, and stars. Celtic deities were not abstract concepts. They were forces of nature made flesh. Let's meet some of them. Brigid, goddess of healing, poetry, and the sacred flame. She bridges the worlds of life and death, of fire and water. She is a mother, a warrior, and a muse. Cernunnos, the horned god, lord of animals, fertility, and wild nature, often depicted seated, antlered, surrounded by serpents and stags. He represents primal energy, death and rebirth, and balance between human and wild. The Morrigan, a triple goddess of war, prophecy, and transformation. She can appear as a raven or a beautiful woman. She guides heroes and decides fate on the battlefield. Lugh, the Shining One, god of skill, the arts, and the sun. He embodies mastery and brilliance, reminding us that divine power lives in talent and expression. Each of these deities is also an archetype. They are reflections of forces within you. Have you ever stood your ground in the face of fear? Brigid was there. Have you felt drawn to the woods when life became too much? That was Cernunnos calling. The Celts didn't just worship with words. They carved their prayers into stone. Here are some of the most potent symbols. Triskelion, triple spiral, symbol of movement, cycles, and eternal life. It can represent land, sea, and sky, birth, life, and death, or the three realms, physical, mental, spiritual. The tree of life, Cranbethad, a symbol of the connection between the heavens, earth, and underworld. Roots deep in the past, branches reaching for the divine. Celtic knots, endless loops with no beginning or end, representing eternity, the interweaving of fate and the connection of all things. The spiral. Found in ancient megaliths, this symbol represents growth, evolution, and the soul's journey inward and outward. These are not just art, they are codes. They speak directly to your subconscious. For the Celts, every part of nature was alive. Rocks could speak, wells could heal, trees could teach. This worldview changes everything, because it means you are never alone. Modern life separates us from this magic, but when you walk barefoot on the earth, when you speak to a tree and feel it answer, when the moonlight makes you cry without knowing why, you are returning to something ancient, something true. Celtic spirituality invites us to listen to the land, honor the seasons, connect with ancestral wisdom, and above all, to see the sacred in the ordinary. The Celts marked time with festivals aligned to the seasons and the stars. Each one held deep symbolic meaning. Samhain, Oc 31. The veil between worlds thins. A time to honor the dead and begin the new year. Imbolc, Feb 1, Brigid's festival, a time of purification, hope, and returning light. Beltane, May 1, fire festival of passion and fertility, the union of earth and sky. Lugnasad, Aug 1, celebration of the harvest, gratitude, and letting go. By aligning with these rhythms, you awaken ancient wisdom. You remember that your soul too moves in cycles. You are not separate from the earth. You are its echo. Even if you've never heard these names, even if your ancestors were not Celtic, these energies are still alive. They appear in your love of nature, your desire for freedom and authenticity, your dreams of ancient forests, the symbols you draw without knowing why. Celtic spirituality is not about believing in gods. It's about remembering the spirit in all things and reclaiming a part of yourself long buried by noise and time. So now, ask yourself, what symbols call to me? What parts of nature feel like home? Do I feel the presence of something more, just beneath the surface? If this video awakened something within you, type in the comments. The old ways are waking. This simple phrase signals that you are ready to listen, remember, and walk with the sacred once more. Like this video if it stirred your soul. Share it with someone who longs for the mystic. And subscribe to Mystic Whispers, where we explore the forgotten truths that still live within you. May the spirits of the land bless your steps, and may the old gods remember your name. We'll see you in the next video.